Welcome to episode 17, the penultimate episode of my journey on the Camino de Santiago. Though I'm nearing the end, my lessons are still coming in steady. And in this episode, I learn about patience and resilience through adversity and through sickness. And is it adversity? I should probably Google what that word means. Anyway, enjoy episode 17. Good morning. I'm cold, but I'm also 7 days from from Santiago, and I'm under the weather, literally, but also like physically don't feel great. I have been cold and wet for like weeks and I knew yesterday, I could tell yesterday walking, I was just getting sweaty, and then I was getting so cold from the sweat because stupid me didn't wear any wool. So I'm taking the bus and I'm skipping all the way ahead to Ultreia, which is 2 days walk, and that sucks. But also I need a pharmacy and I need a private room, and I don't want to get behind schedule. So I'm just gonna stand here at this very unmarked, supposedly quote unquote bus stop. There's not a sign, there's nothing except Google says it's here. And I'm going to hope and pray that a bus comes and that it stops and that it picks me up and that it takes me to Ultreia in 20 minutes. Okay, so I went back to the albergue and I asked him, I was like, follow-up question. Where does this bus stop? And he said, there's no bus stop. You just wave to buses until one stops. And he said if you wave and it doesn't stop, it's probably a school bus, so just keep waving to buses. So I think it comes in the next 5 to 10 minutes. We will see. I need to put this up because I'm holding it with my right arm, and that's my waving arm. My life right now is so ridiculous. I'm in Ultreia. I'm going up the main staircase, Escalera Mayor, I think is the wordage. Got some socks, minus 15. I asked the lady if they would keep my feet warm. She's like, yes. And then some drugas. And I got like a snoot for my neck. So I can be well. 32-euro room tour featuring structural mirrored pole. Ooh, there's the door, a chair, my bed, my imaginary friend's bed, reflective pole again, a television, a door. Oh, let's see here, we have a closet thing, and then fancy-ish, yeah. If it's got a warm shower and if the bed's clean, I don't even care about anything else. Alright, it's the day after I cheated and took the bus to Ultreia, and I'm walking. I am still not 100%, probably should not be walking, but I've got fleece on my head, got this around my neck, I've got gloves, have on wool socks. I'm doing my best here. Doing my best. Last week, leaving Ultreia, Here we go. I cannot believe it's my last week. I'm excited and I'm really sad. Oh, that's sweet. What on earth in the name of Ernest P. Worrell is this tree? Wow. That is straight out of Ernest Scared Stupid. Look at this. My friend just sent me a picture of a rainbow and I looked up. So far it's not been too bad. It's a little chilly, but I've got the raincoat on, mostly for body heat, just some drizzle. Look how gorgeous. So I'm doing everything I can to stay healthy today. It's Michael Jackson. Got my face covered when the wind's too high, so it's a very cold wind. It was grappling a minute ago, if that tells you anything about how cool it is. It was not sticking, obviously it's just grapple. It's like between rain and sleet, but I would see it hit and bounce. Anyway, Michael Jackson. So, I'm just trying to get where I'm going before the heavy rain starts. And God's like, you might get there before the rain starts, but I'm going to teach you about patience on the way. I get it. I need patience. Firstly, my shoes today, for whatever reason, they will not stay laced. And probably like the fourth time I stopped to fix the laces, I was wearing gloves, so I could not lace them. And I stood there getting so frustrated because I could not get these stupid shoes to tighten. So I took my gloves off, laced up. I'm not kidding you, within 5 steps I had a rock in my shoe. So you would think that I would have stopped and taken the rock out, but no, because then I realized what God was doing, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna walk with this rock in my shoe until I need to tighten my laces again, just as a reminder to be patient. There's been a few other things. Just mostly these shoes will not stay tight, and every time I stop to fix them. Oh, the other thing, it's so windy in this poncho. Whoa, a cave. It's actually really creepy. Anyway, this poncho will not stay buttoned, and every time a swift wind comes, it unbuttons, my bag gets exposed, I get cold, I get wet, and I have to stop and rebutton it. And I'm not even kidding, I've done that a dozen times so far today. So I'm just like, all right, God, I hear you. Patience. It has not rained. Hope you can hear me. It has not rained much. I've been feeling great, except I just got that stupid dry spot in my throat. Anytime my medicine says it might cause dry throat, sure enough, it does. I have a watermelon Halls, which is delicious, and a beautiful view. It's been lovely. And then I turn on the camera. I'm about 2 kilometers from my town, headed to Porto Morgan, however you say it. I started in Saria today, so about 13 miles, 21 kilometers, something like that. I just had a smoothie, had banana, spinach, and yogurt smoothie, which was good, and I'm hungry, like really hungry. Well, I've had bananas and I've had toast today. Oh, and I had a cookie, and I had hot chocolate. That's been it. And coffee. That's been it. For real. I also thought I pooped myself. Why am I telling you this? Don't worry, it was just gas. It was just gas. Apparently I went the hard way, and I should learn to look at signs better. Very hard, but I'm almost out. Can't be too mad about this. There's my town. I went down a little bit further. There's the Liberty Bell. It's a bit of a downpour. Anyway, see, it's wet. So funny story. So I'm in Porto Marine and I get to my albergue, which I had reserved, and I had emailed them and I had let them know when I'd arrive and everything. And I get there and my name is crossed out and they've given away my bed. So the lady that's working, she's so apologetic. Her grandma is sitting in the car babysitting her kids while she's working. So she goes out to her car, kicks Granny out, loads me and her in with her kids, and drives me across town to another albergue. Story time. So I'm walking out of Porto Marine. It's actually not that big of a story. Anyway, they have this system where there's like cobblestones down the road, but then their gutter, their drain, I guess. What am I looking for? Their ditch. There we go. Their ditch is covered in these large paving stones. And every now and then there's a gap between the paving stones so that the water can run down. Anyway, I'm walking on those paving stones because they're easier to walk on than cobblestones, right? You feel me? One of them is loose and it nearly gives way and sends me into the bowels of the earth. I kid you not. Okay, that might be a little bit dramatic, but it scared me. Good morning. 3 days from the end. I'm going from Porto Marine to Palos del Rey. It's about 16 miles, a little under. It's a little bit breezy. There was a little bit of Snoop Dogg rain back on the mountaintop just then. The type, for drizzle. And I'm wearing this, which makes me sweaty, which is not ideal for this weather because then I get hot and then I take it off, but I'm wet. And the long sleeve tech top I've been wearing is not dry because last night at the pension, the lady that ran it, they don't turn the heat on till like 7 p.m. At 8 p.m. she came in and she was like, how's it feel? Is it cold? And me and this other woman were like, no, it feels really good. So she turned off the heater. So we only had heat for like an hour last night. So, 1 hour of heat is ideal for a person who's trying to get well and is spending all day in the cold, wet. Oh, and I'm on day 3 of not washing my hair because the night before last, the shower head was broken and more of it came, it was like the handheld kind, but more of the water came out of the hose than the shower head. And then last night I tried twice and there was no hot water. It was like lukewarm, and I'm not taking a lukewarm shower when I'm gonna get so cold immediately after. Oh yeah, because the bathrooms were like outside. Anyway, 2 days from the end, 3 days from the end, something like that. And gonna put this away and walk. So it's gonna be a long day. And there's supposed to be rain later. I'm gonna be pilgrims. And this is like low season. So there was a place back there, some sort of a dairy of some sort, and it smelled like rotten chocolate milk. And I know cows don't make chocolate milk, so it was horrible. I have really strong gag reflexes, but I almost lost it. I took a detour. It says one of the most important archaeological sites in this area, I guess. It's a Castro, which I think is a castle. Here's the view. And I'm probably like, by the time I turn around, I've gone like an extra half mile to see this. But I love archaeology, so let's have a look. I mean, this is cool. Don't know if it was worth the extra half mile. What are you, plant? around it. Getting battered. Oh, look, it's an old sewage, rain drainage. Wow. This is narrow. I don't know if my bag can fit. Cool. Look, an old door frame. This is actually kind of slippery. Where are they going? What's up the hill? I can't really tell anything about it. It's just a bunch of little rooms, and now I'm alone in an old haunted place. So I'm gonna go. It has rained nearly the whole day. Luckily it's been like around 60 degrees, so not terrible. And here's Palace del Rey. You can tell how much rain is falling. This is where I'm staying for the night. Nearly 16 miles down. They better have heat. They better have hot water. And they better have hot chocolate. That's all I'm saying. I don't have many needs, but those are them. In the final episode. Clearly up to my ankles. A few weeks ago, some men were spitting at me and called me a cockroach. But you know what's beautiful about being a cockroach? They're persistent. This wind is horrible and but I'm not looking. You can tell how far I'm going to take it all in. It's raining so much. Just kicked up Indy's butt and walked 500 miles.